top of that floor plan. And then here is the date picker. So what you can do with the date picker is a really cool feature. It's one that I'm probably one of my favorite features of floor plan. This is meant for event scheduler customers that lets you look into the future, lets you look behind in the past at what was going on in your facility at that time. So that's a really cool feature. I'll show you more of that in just a minute. We've got the ability to hide and show our key right there. Here is going to be your filters. So you can, for your spaces, you can decide if you want to show that occupancy status. This is for event scheduler customers or not. This is essentially the different color coding. If you want to hide the spaces, you just want to see the kind of the plain floor plan that you uploaded, you can do that. I'll put those back. Equipment. So floor plan has the ability to link your existing equipment for our work order and asset management customers, link that directly on floor plan. And once you link a piece of equipment to floor plan, that service category is going to show up here in this filter option as a filter. So I've got some HVAC units on the floor plan here. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute that are linked here. So that button easily showed those, or it can hide them. And custom layers, I'll show you more about these in just a minute. But this filter option lets you hide and show your different custom layers. All right, and then now we have the measuring tool. Just a very simple, click point to point. I need to know how long that hallway is. Boom, 127 feet. And you know that because you set the scale earlier when you upload the floor plan. Okay, that's a quick kind of lay of the land. Let me show you linking a space. That's going to be one of the first things you do when you upload your floor plan. You're going to link an existing space onto floor plan. So I'll go into the settings gear here. I will click edit spaces. You can see I've got a missing space here, room 101. And maybe that's the room we're doing this webinar in. Let's see. So I click edit spaces and I clicked on room 101. So I did that kind of quick. But what this is doing is bringing you to an experience where you can draw an outline of your space. So from here, I will draw a point to point. Oops, hold on. I messed up there, so I'm gonna hit retry real quick. So we're just drawing point to point around your space. If you got a lot of spaces, don't worry, you'll get really good at this. It does go quick. And once you connect the dots, the save button will show up right there. And just like that, you've linked a space. Now, what can you see once you've linked a space into floor plan? Well, let me click on room 101 here and I'll show you exactly what you can see. So on the sidebar here, once I've clicked on that space, it's showing from an event standpoint, it's showing what events are happening in that space right now. Again, as of this time date picker that I showed you just a minute ago. So this shows the current event in this space. You can see any future events, and you'll note that it's in green. That means that this event is happening right now. In case you didn't know, we're in a webinar right now. This live webinar, it's happening right now. All right, so that's events for our work order customers. You can see in a space what are the upcoming work orders in that space. You can see and edit your space properties directly from floor plan. So no longer are those only shown to admin users. Your space properties are now visible by all users of eSPACE. And then your admins can easily edit these space properties here as they're looking on their floor plan at their different spaces. And at the bottom here, you'll notice there's the ability to create a work order or create an event. And that when you click those buttons, it will automatically attach that particular space to that work order or to that event. And for those that like things neat and tidy, you'll notice my label here is a little elevated than the other ones. We've got the ability to change where that label is sitting. And so we'll up the font size up to 16. We'll put it down a little bit and get everything right in the world. So look at that, just lined up perfectly, looking good. All right, so that's spaces. That's just one feature where we just link the space onto floor plan. I'm going to exit out of that. Next, I'm going to show you a piece of equipment and what linking a piece of equipment looks like. This is a feature available to our work order and asset management customers. So I'll click here to edit equipment. And from here, this will be a list of equipment that's attached to the same location that this floor plan is attached to. So you'll click on a piece of equipment. In this example, I will do an electrical service panel. So once you click on that, you can go down to our predefined list of icons. We've got quite a few out here. So here's an electrical service panel. I'll click that, and that's going to place it right there on the floor plan. You'll notice all of the equipment details automatically showed up right here. And including if there was work order history, you would see the work order history there. We'll put that in this server room, electrical room, just like that, and hit save. So just like that, we've linked a piece of equipment to floor plan. And now in order to see that piece of equipment, you need to make sure that you're showing, in this case, the electrical service category filter. So we'll click that on, and there is that electrical panel. You can easily click on that electrical panel and then create a work order if you want. And that will, when you click create a work order, automatically start creating that work order for this piece of equipment. Really cool feature for our work order and asset management customers. Next is custom layers. So I'm personally just very excited to see how you guys will use custom layers to steward your facilities. We've designed this tool to be really robust, to be really custom. We call it custom layers for a reason, to really customize what you guys need at your facilities. So a number of different use cases for custom layers that we've imagined as we built this up. As you can see here, a few examples of noting where your AEDs are. Want to know where your fire extinguishers are. Maybe you don't put your fire extinguishers in as equipment. You have that option here with custom layers. Or you want to know where your access points are. We'll have the ability to draw arrows. I'll show you that in just a minute. So you could create an evacuation plan that is a custom layer. You can show multiple custom layers at one time on your floor plan. So you could easily show your fire extinguishers and then an evac plan on how to get out of room 101, for example. And with that, you've got a simple way to build an evacuation plan. So I'll just show you quick how to create a custom layer. Add this here. Maybe we'll do security cameras. We won't do all of them. So we'll hit plus, name that security cameras. We've got text and shape options, as well as that same list of icons that we have for our equipment available to you when you're building a custom layer. So for security cameras, I'm going to go down to my safety and security group of icons. We've got a lot of icons, folks. Excited again to see what you guys will do with these. Security cameras, there's one right there. So you can see it placed that security camera right there, center of my screen, and I can start adding security cameras to my different rooms. I'm going to add a bunch of them. So I'll use this fancy clone feature. We'll hit clone. That'll copy it and let me copy this over into another space, just like that. So we'll just do 2 quick security cameras. Hopefully at your facility you've got more than 2, but we're just going to do 2 for the sake of the demo. I'll hit save. And so that custom layer is built. You can see that's in my list there. Now, if you want to see that on your floor plan, go back to your filters, custom layer. You can see security cameras is listed there, and now those security cameras are on your floor plan. If you want to see access points and security cameras together, you can. Just click them both, and there you go. So again, we're very excited about all the features that are in this first release of floor plan. So excited to see how you guys will use this to steward your facilities well. Really excited to get this in your hands. Again, this releases tomorrow. What's coming kind of later, either this month or the following month, the next couple months, first is zones. We've got the ability to group your spaces into different zones. That's coming soon. And as I teased earlier, our space configuration builder is coming as well in the next couple of months. We're really excited to roll that out to you. That will be give you the ability to create room configuration to scale and automatically add them to an event. It's something we're really, really excited about. Other things we're thinking about down the road include, what does it look like for our IoT integrations to interact directly with floor plan? Imagine being able to click on, one of these rooftop units and see the different set points, see if it's running, see if it's cooling. Imagine being able to click on a security camera and see the feed for that security camera. Imagine being able to put floor plan on a TV, maybe in your security office, and have that refresh every couple minutes to show your security folks what's happening, what's live in your facility. Again, we're so excited for floor plan. We're so excited to get that out. And as Tim mentioned, that's available to everyone starting tomorrow. For our different tiers, this is equivalent to both event scheduler and work order and asset management. Our basic customers will get one floor plan, one custom layer. Premium customers getting access to 15 floor plans, 75 custom layers. Our ultimate and enterprise customers getting unlimited floor plans, unlimited custom layers, as well as that space configuration builder feature that will be coming in the next couple months. So that is floor plan. Again, that's releasing tomorrow. Everyone will see it in the L-bar. It's really down to admins right now that will be able to create new floor plans and edit any of the details on an existing floor plan. So really excited about floor plan. I'm channeling my inner Steve Jobs here to do just one more thing for today, having you all together. Again, so grateful for your time, and I promise this will be worth sticking around for. But as you know, we're in the business to really help you steward your facilities well. And one of our values here at Smart Church Solutions is to never be satisfied. We want to be growing. We want to be improving. And one thing that that involves is our overall user interface. And so we hear on a regular basis, eSPACE is easy to use. Folks love it for all the information being in one place for their facility. Folks are really enjoying eSPACE. We get feedback as well that maybe it's a little tricky to use. It's tricky to train new people on. And so I'm excited to tease a reimagined eSPACE user interface. This is just a very quick screenshot of what maybe a new event page would look like, but we're excited to be working on a total UX refresh for eSPACE, something that is familiar, something that everyone that loves eSPACE today is still going to love, and maybe something that's a little bit more approachable for someone that uses eSPACE on occasion, or doesn't get into eSPACE all that often and needs to create event or manage work orders, etc. That's what I have to share today with you all. I so very much appreciate your time, so very much appreciate your attention today as we went through floor plan. Casey, I'll just open if there's a bunch of questions and we can maybe answer one or two. Sorry, I'm throwing you in the spot. We didn't necessarily plan, but we're going a little quick. But if there's any questions, maybe just a hot minute to answer those. Otherwise, we can kind of wrap up.
Yeah, that would be great, Ben. We have a couple, and that'll give my typing fingers a little bit of a break. So absolutely. One question, I've seen it asked a couple times, and I would love for you to speak into this, is CAD. Is a CAD import supported to the floor plan right now?
Great question. So right now, we can accept a PDF file. So you'll need to export out of CAD into PDF, and then we can bring it into eSPACE as a PDF. It is on the roadmap to be able to take a .dwg file as well as part of the import process, but as part of our first release, revision 1 of floor plan releasing tomorrow, only PDFs will be able to upload. But that's a great question and definitely a direction we're headed. So thanks for asking that.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of questions about icons, what's included, what's not included. Can they create custom icons? A lot of excitement around those icons that can be created into custom layers. So
Yeah.
if you want to speak to that really quick, I think that they would love to know the answer to that.
Yeah, so I'll just go in here quick to, I know I was kind of going through those quick, so I'll just kind of scroll more slowly through those. We have quite a few icons that are standard icons brought into floor plan. We don't have the ability yet to do any custom icons, but we've got quite a few that are standard and out of the box. If you're looking at audio visual type of icons, electrical icons, different icons for your HVAC system, heating and air conditioning system, different appliances, different icons for your office, different plumbing icons. We've got toilets, folks. We've got it all. We've got shutoff valves, security and safety icons, as well as elevators and lifts. So we've got quite a few icons out of the box offered right away. We'll be adding more to those over time.
Mhm. Excellent. Another question, Ben, if you have time for it. A lot of interest in the public visibility of floor plan. Both, will the public be able to view floor plan with regard to events that are taking place in it? And part B of that question is, will the floor plans be visible for event request forms? They're talking about those custom event request forms that are made available to the general public by just clicking a link to see if space is available for their event.
Yeah, that's a great question. The answer is not yet. Is how I'll answer that. But for seeing for the public seeing floor plan, I kind of mentioned maybe down the road using InfoSpace to automatically refresh a floor plan, to have that on a monitor, to have that somewhere public facing for your church or school to see what's going on in the different rooms. And the second question just fell out of my brain. I apologize. The public event request forms. Thank you. Not yet on that, but we see that certainly being a feature down the road, to being able to visually see which space you're selecting when creating that request.
Mhm. And then finally, well, I don't know if it's finally or not, depends if we have more questions, but a lot of questions about space configurations, building setup templates and building configurations. So maybe if you could touch back on space configurations, what that means, what that will mean in the future. I think we're all interested to know how we can build those configurations and make sure that all the tables and chairs we want within a space will actually fit.
Yeah. So we've got a whole different set of icons for tables and chairs. A 4 foot table, we've got an icon for that. A 23-inch chair, we've got an icon for that. So we'll be able to bring in lots of different icons that are set to scale, that are a 4 foot table will show up as 4 feet on your floor plan. So we've got all of those icons already. We're just working on finalizing that feature. We'll have the ability to copy a room configuration across multiple rooms, because I know you guys use the same configuration in multiple spaces, and so we'll have the ability to copy those across and really make a seamless experience in order to add that room configuration to an event.
Excellent.
That's coming. I'm excited for that one. I know you guys are excited too.
Yeah. I have to apologize, Ben. I fibbed. That wasn't the last question.
All good.
Let's talk about events and how that's going to connect to the floor plan. Can they create events from the floor plan? Will the floor plan link to live events?
Yeah, great question. So we'll close out of this. Get back into room 101 here. So you can, all of these events here, I could click on them and it would bring me to that event. Just like if I was to click on the live webinar link here, that would bring me to the event. As well as if you click create an event here, it's going to open a new tab, but that space that you've selected that from is automatically going to be attached to that event. So we have lots of kind of cross linking to really, like we've said, really bring eSPACE to life was our goal there.
Yeah, I love that, for people to be able to click on that and see when an event is happening, have that high level view of a space being occupied or unoccupied. That is going to be fantastic for our event scheduler users, as well as work order management. So, um, couple questions I would like to ask, indirectly related to floor plan. First, will this be recorded and sent to people that are attending the webinar, or perhaps those that could not attend the webinar?
Yes.
That answer is yes.
Yes, thanks, Ben. Yes, it will be, it's recorded and we will send it out to you guys in a couple days. Next question. We've got a lot of users that want to know how to use this. They want to know if there's training available. So do you want to give some takeaways about when knowledge base articles will be available, for them to be able to use right away as soon as floor plan becomes available on their accounts tomorrow?
Yeah, great question. So we've created quite a few knowledge base articles. Thanks. A shout out to Lizzie. Thanks for your hard work on those knowledge base articles, Lizzie. So those will be available tomorrow. Number of different articles on what it looks like to upload a new floor plan, link spaces, link equipment, create custom layers. All of those major features we've covered in those knowledge base articles. As well as you will see some in-product walkthroughs as well, that will be guiding you through with some short videos, some very short walkthroughs, to let you to really guide you through how to use floor plan.
Excellent.
Great
Excellent.
question.
Yeah. Yeah. Think for right now that may be it. There's a lot of really specific questions, and I think for the most part they're going to be able to have those answered as soon as they see floor plan tomorrow, and see a lot of those things come to life, and when they start to read the knowledge base articles and things like that. So got a lot of people really wanting that recording, so we definitely are going to be sending that to everyone that registered, whether you're in attendance today or not. We have a list of every single person that registered for the webinar today, so we're going to be sending the recording out for that.
Well, very good. Well, thanks, Casey. I know I threw you on the spot there with doing questions, but we were efficient in our webinar today. But thank you all so much for joining. If you haven't already signed up for the eSPACE user conference coming in a couple months, use the promo code GameChanger and you will get 20% off. I'm hopeful that somebody's put a link out there in the chat to provide you all quick and easy access to register for that. We'll have a couple sessions on floor plan, so that gives you some time to play with it between now and then, and bring some questions to the user conference. But thank you all so much for the privilege of serving you. Thank you for being our customers. We just really appreciate all of you. We appreciate the opportunity to serve you, and are really excited to bring floor plan to the eSPACE platform. With that, we'll close out, but thanks again so much.